Hey guys, welcome back. Today I got my K-Tune race header in. I didn't go with the stainless steel version for price wise, but I'm gonna go ahead and paint them before I put them on. But I'm gonna do a quick unboxing for you real quick and we'll see what it looks like when it's out. Alright, so here's the box. Just got it from UPS. They just delivered it. There's the part number and it's the 409 steel like I said before. So since I didn't get the stainless steel version I'm gonna actually paint them before I put them on, and I got some of this flame-proof VHT high temperature paint, so we're gonna do that first. After it's dry, then I'll put them on. So I just taped up what I don't want to be painted, which definitely should be the mating surfaces pretty much, and the O2 sensor port over here, and then the same thing on the other one on the surface right there that's mated. And I just used an X-Acto knife to cut around the edge. So now it's time to paint. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this install. It's actually nighttime out, so it's going to be a pain, and I know it's going to give me a hard time right now just looking at it. These heat shield bolts look pretty rusted. I have to get this heat shield off though. There's 2 bolts there, one down on this side over here, and then another one on this side down there towards the bottom. So that'll be fun. Let's see if I can even get these out without breaking them or stripping them off. Alright, so I was right. These 2 bolts actually came out pretty easily. I was surprised. But the ones that are lower, the one on this side over here, the shield's already broken off of it, or rusted off of it completely. And this side, it's right down there in the middle of the screen. That one's completely rounded off now. It's not going anywhere, it's rusted. So I'm gonna see if I can just move the shield out of the way to be able to get to the bolts on the head. That way we can just get this whole thing out of here. So I just bent the heat shield back enough that I can probably get to these nuts and bolts. There's 2 nuts on the top side, and then there's 3 bolts along the bottom side of the header. Might actually be easier to get to some of them underneath the car, but I'm gonna see which way is easier. I'm just gonna loosen them for now because I haven't taken off the rest of the exhaust by the catalytic converter yet, so see if I can loosen them first. Alright, so I'm underneath the car and the header is right there up in front. This is the spring bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and crack these loose. There's one on that side and one on this side right here, and I'm also going to loosen both O2 sensors. They're right here on the catalytic converter. I rented the O2 socket from AutoZone. Should make it a lot easier. Alright, so I went ahead and took those 3 bolts out of the exhaust from the catback and got the rest of this out of the way. As you can see, there's the header. I still got to disconnect that bolt right there and finish disconnecting the ones on the top. I just have them loose right now. I've also been told it's a lot easier if you go ahead and drop the sway bar down. All you gotta do is remove these 2 nuts on both sides, right there and here. Just remove that and just let the sway bar hang down, and that way it's a lot easier to get the header out from this hole right here. I guess I'll continue to work on that and see what I can do. So just a heads up, if the heat shield is still connected to the header, it's probably not going to come out very easily. And I was finally able to get the last bolt off after I dropped it down to like where the sway bar was. But as I was trying to get it out, I like smashed my finger really bad, and I think I cut it actually on some of this old rusted metal here. So after that, my wife actually, while I was wound carrying myself, she actually went up under there because she was watching me do it. Got both pieces out separately. So now here's the OEM header. Alright, so here's the new header with the ceramic high heat paint on it. Looks nice now, and it'll help it protect it from rusting. Here's the mid-pipe piece. And I also got a new Honda gasket back on the manifold. There's a part number in case you're wondering. When you're putting your new header back on, make sure you put the sway bar back up before you put the header on, because it needs to go above it, and there's really no way to do it after you put it in. I made that mistake, had to take it back out. Right now I just have it secured up on the head with 2 nuts so that I could get the rest of the down pipe and stuff put in. I got that bolted up. I just need to connect this, and don't forget to add the donut gasket as well. So these spring bolts are extremely difficult to get on because the threads are so short and the springs are so strong that you can't really even compress them to put the nut on. So I used a clamp and clamped the pipes together, and then I was able to push hard enough on the bolt to just get the nut threaded just barely, and then tightened it down. I am kind of concerned that this might leak though, because the donut inside doesn't look like it's sealing right, even though the bolts are flush against the other surface. But I guess we'll see. Also, when you go to put the O2 sensor in this defouler, I'm going to remove this bracket right here that holds the wire, because it looks like it's putting stress on the wire more, and it's a longer distance than the original. Finally, tighten the bolts to the head, which are 33 foot-pounds if you want to torque them. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the end of that install video. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll try to answer them. As far as how it sounds right now, I'm not really used to it. It's a bit raspy sounding. Definitely got that 4-cylinder Honda sound. Maybe I'll try to make a video in the future on a sound test on it or whatnot. Just let me know if you're interested in that in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.